do we mean by the culture of a place? The dictionary defines it as an expression of the intellectual achievements of people of a land. Here in Chhattisgarh, the culture is reflected in its arts, crafts, festivals and celebrations that have been passed down over centuries. Today we are at a confluence of three rivers, Mahanadi, Peri and Sondor, at this beautiful place called Rajim, which is also known as the Prayag of Chhattisgarh. This place is an ancient center of pilgrimage. Rajim has been at the center of things from a time when this land was known as Mahakaushal. It is said that Lord Ram spent a part of his Vanvas at Rajim. And a pilgrimage of the Puri Jagannath temple of Orissa is incomplete without a holy dip at the 5th Kumbh, which is why every year from February to March, sadhus, scholars and common folk all flock to the most sacred spot in Chhattisgarh, to the Rajim Kumbh. Religion is the focal point in Rajim, which was known in ancient times as Padma Kshetra, or the place where a petal from Lord Vishnu's lotus landed. A kumbh is not a kumbh without the presence of these Naga sadhus. I mean, they are the highlight of any kumbh mela in India. Well, I am trailing the procession all the way down to the Rajim Mela. So come along. The Naga sadhus are devotees of Shiva, the ascetic god, and distinctly sport dreadlocks and carry a single staff. These wandering ascetics are also known for their martial skills, as some sects are considered well versed in yoga and wrestling. You won't believe what I just saw. Come here. The Naga sadhu actually held a man on a sword that was rested on his genitals. I don't know how they do that. Unbelievable. It is believed that this sect of warrior ascetics was established to create a legion of religious protectors who would safeguard dharma from all social evils. The temples of Rajim belong to different eras. Now, most temples here were built between the 8th and the 14th century AD. Here I am at the Rajiv Lochan temple. It is the most famous temple here and sits right at the center of the temple complex. Well, it was built in the 8th century AD, and this temple is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. The temple mandapa stands tall on the 12 columns with intricate carvings of Hindu gods and goddesses, including Durga and Narsimha. It is believed that the complex was built and rebuilt over the ages, and the sculptures reflect the changing influences through time. The Buddha here is said to have been added to the complex at a later date and gives strength to this theory. The story behind the name Rajiv Lochan goes that an oil seller Rajba was granted a wish by Lord Vishnu. He promised her that he would always stay at Rajim and let her name precede his, and the temple was named Rajiv Lochan, a corruption of the name Rajba. If it is a kumbh, there is a confluence of rivers, and if there are 3 rivers, there is definitely an arti, a ritual that involves a homage of fire and prayers. It is time for the evening aarti, and the resplendent flame of the diyas pay homage to the river as hundreds of bells ring and mantras are chanted.
Rajim is not only a place of pilgrimage, it's also a place and time for festivities and fun. And not all the festivities are religious in nature. Well, look at them. I'm just going to go in and soak it all in.
The Panthi dance is performed by the members of the Satnami community in praise of Guru Ghasidas. It begins slowly and soon, to the beating of the drum and jhanj, the rhythm picks up pace and reaches a near frenzy. There is an acrobatic quality to the dance that makes it quite unique.
Today is Mahashivratri, a very important occasion here at Rajim. Thousands of pilgrims are gathered here from all across India to participate in the much awaited holy dip in the Triveni Sangam. The people, the spiritual energy here is just so inspiring that I can't just help but want to join in. After all, what's a Prayag without a holy dip?
The loud calls of Har Har Mahadev fill the air, and yet there is a calm that settles within when the devotee takes a dip in the sacred waters and offers up prayers. Prayers that are meant to purify the body and the soul, washing away sins committed in this life. Whether you're a believer or not matters little, because like it or not, what you cannot ignore is the energy that thrums in and around Rajim, the sacred ground of Chhattisgarh.